Hey, my name is Austin Kalinowski, and my topic presentation today is on multilingualism in Pakistan. Now, when I start talking about languages in Pakistan, I usually start off with the official languages of Pakistan. Now, one of the official languages is English. In English, the reason that English is one of the official languages in Pakistan is because of the influence that the British Empire has had on that region, specifically in India, Pakistan, in that whole area. Because of that, English is used in all the government constitution documents, such all that stuff. English is used, and it's also taught a lot in educational institutions. Um, there's also a lot of the rich and noble and elite people. They speak English a lot. Some in their households, some in their day-to-day activities. But it is a language that is used in the very elite classes of Pakistan. Now, the other official language is Urdu, and Urdu is the national language of Pakistan. It is a language that most people in Pakistan can speak well enough to converse with other people. And besides those two official languages, there are an estimated 75 other languages spoken throughout Pakistan. Now, here we have a map that shows all the languages in Pakistan and how they correspond to certain regions. And also, I included a population density map of Pakistan, just showing what are the most crowded areas in Pakistan, so that we can see potentially what are the most known or most spoken languages in Pakistan. And we know that we can see from the map that some of the most crowded areas are the Sindh region, the Punjab region. So we can assume that those two languages spoken in those regions would probably be the most popular. The language spoken in Punjab would be Punjabi, and the language spoken in Sindh would be Sindhi. And to test that out, I listed statistics showing the amount of people that speak each language, and we can see that with a population of 200 million people in Pakistan, Punjabi fills about 48% of that population. So we can assume around 100 million people speak Punjabi as their mother tongue. And that kind of makes sense from what we saw on the maps. We can see that it's a very highly dense area, and a lot of people probably speak that language. We can also see that Pashto is a big language. We know that Pakistan borders Afghanistan, and Pashto is the official language of Afghanistan. So people on the border probably speak that language growing up. And there's a bunch of other languages, as we can see, list going down, that fill up the categories for all those 75 languages that are spoken throughout Pakistan. Now, one language in specific I want to focus on is Urdu. So Urdu is an official language, as I said earlier, but it is only spoken as a mother tongue by about 8% of the Pakistani population. Now, that's interesting to note because most Pakistanis do speak Urdu as a second language, but only about 8% speak it as a first language. An interesting note about Urdu also is that it's mutually intelligible with Hindi, a language that is widely spoken in India. It is actually in the top five widely spoken languages of the world. And when I say mutually intelligible, that means someone who speaks Urdu can communicate with someone who speaks Hindi pretty well. They wouldn't have much issues communicating with each other. Now, here's an example of how they write in Pakistan, specifically Urdu. They write in the script called Nastaliq. It's the top one. Now, the other script, Nask, is the script they use for Arabic. And a funny thing about the Nastaliq script is that it's very hard to program for computers, for someone to type on their phone or on their computer. It's a very unique script, and it is very difficult to just type out on a computer. It's very it depends on what they're writing about, how the characters change. It's a very unique script. And an interesting point about that is that a lot of newspapers in Pakistan used to handwrite their newspapers up until the late 1980s, even later, because that that script was just so hard to get down, so they could print out newspapers with a printer. Um, it's crazy to think about. Um, so that's pretty much what I have. So just with 5 minutes to talk about languages in Pakistan, they really connect the culture, and there's a lot that goes into it. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and just comment in the discussion board. I'm happy to answer a lot of questions. I do love learning about languages. So thank you for listening.